If you are to ask any economic historian, any financial historian that studies finances from the time that America was founded to today, they'll all collectively agree, regardless of which political side they side with, they'll collectively agree together that the 50s and the 60s were the best economic times in American history. Now, why would they collectively, and why do they agree with this? They agree with it because in the 50s through the 60s, we were actually buying American-made products. We were buying all American furniture, all American clothing, all American coffee, all American, you name it. We were buying all American, especially food. Actually, in the 1950s through 60s, you had actually healthier people that were living longer because people weren't morbidly obese from junk food. People were eating home-cooked meals, well-balanced diets, and they were actually surviving much longer than millennials ever will. So that being the case, besides the healthier lifestyle of the 50s through 60s, everyone was buying at American stores before they were shipped overseas in the 80s. Now, the reason why the 50s through the 60s are regarded as the best economic times are for those reasons. Compared to today, we're not buying American anymore. We're buying Vietnamese products. We're buying China products. We're buying products from Japan. We're buying products from South Korea, North Korea, you name it. We're buying products from them because we don't have the factories in America anymore to build things with our hands, which we were at one time actually proud to build stuff with. But now we don't have that anymore. We, unfortunately, have to buy from overseas. We shipped all our factories because people can't afford American-made products anymore because they're too expensive. We have to buy them cheaper and get them made over in China. So therefore, they're no longer our businesses. They're China, Japan's, South Korea, Vietnam's businesses now. They don't belong to us anymore. They belong to them. So therefore, we're buying at a lower price because it's affordable. But at the same time, though, those economies are doing much better than we are on a grand scale, because we're not building stuff in America anymore. We used to build efficient, good running cars by hand. Now we use machines if we build them in America. And here's the problem with machines building cars. Humans can detect error. Machines have a hard time detecting error. They really do. Sometimes a machine will build something and it'll go through fine, but then there's a brake problem. Toyota, remember? But if we start building cars by hand again, we're not going to see the brake problem because we would know when something's wrong. If you're a mechanic, you know when a brake is off or tires are a problem or it needs an oil change. Mechanics know what they're doing. So therefore, we used to have men and women at that during World War II working on efficient cars that Americans bought, that were American made. Now we don't have that anymore. So we should buy more American made products that would help boost our economy more so than ever. And also, we should start more jobs in America where we could boost our own economy. We need those entrepreneurs who are willing to take the financial risk. But sadly, though, you don't see a lot. You see more entrepreneurs opening smaller businesses instead of big businesses in America where they could really help the economy. Don't get me wrong, small businesses are important. They are, but they only help small economies, local economies, and which is important too. But we need more businesses that help the nation economy. That's the most important part. If we start opening businesses in America that help the nation's economy, we'll slowly see our debt drop and drop and drop because we're helping our own economy. Now, we can also help our own economy by selling overseas. Don't get me wrong, we would make just as high as a commission selling clothing here in America, American-made products, especially American-made clothing, because it's a higher price, higher in taxes. You're going to spend a lot more money on American-made products. This is true. But if you sell at a cheaper price in another country with higher taxes, well, with the taxes and the revenue, you get more commission, much more commission. So with that being said, we should make more clothing, more American-made products here in America, but at the same time, though, we should sell these American-made products overseas while keeping our factories in America because we get a higher commission. That would help us with our economy situation. But we're not going to see that happen. We're not going to see that happen because it's too risky, especially in the debt that we are now. But sometimes it's worth the risk. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya.